Hey guys, coming at you with a update, Blu-ray and just Blu-ray update. I was gonna call it a Blu-ray DVD update, but there ain't no DVDs to be found. Participated in the recent and ongoing Best Buy upgrade and save program, as I usually do, and it's the same program every time. Trade in any Hollywood-made motion picture on DVD and get $5 toward any Blu-ray purchase of $9.99 and above. I think everybody knows that, but just in case. And it's going on now until I think the maybe the middle of May, something like that. So I've done that. I've also got something that arrived in the mail today from Amazon that I ordered. So I'll show you that in a minute. First, let's take a look at the stuff I got with the $5 off. Not all of these are going to be, in fact, only two of them are going to be $5.99, $4.99, and the rest are the full price. So, well, not the full price. They're more than $5. Let's put it that way. First up is Sling Blade and Monsters Ball, both with Billy Bob Thornton. And oddly, I've never seen either movie. So I understand they're great movies. I understand that Billy Bob Thornton is excellent in Sling Blade, and I understand that Monsters Ball is a fantastic film. Many people thought it was the best film of the year. So it was priced down from $14.99, its regular price, to $11.99, and then with the $5 off, I paid $6.99. So to get two movies for $6.99, I think is a great deal. The only thing I don't know about these, I'm going to open this and see, is if these are two movies, or two discs, or if it's one single disc, and I don't know. I'm hoping it's two, but I couldn't tell from the feel of it. Sometimes you can. I couldn't tell from the weight of it whether there was two in here or not. I'm hoping there is. If not, whatever, I'll deal with it. I just like the thought of two separate movies on two separate discs. We shall find out shortly. By the way, recently I had two different people ask me. One guy asked me in my ask me anything, and I'll answer it on camera if I get enough questions, which I didn't get enough, so I'll do it off camera, as I'm most likely to do anyway. Unless I got a ton of questions, it wasn't going to happen on camera, and I did not get a ton. But I got quite a few really good questions, so I'll look forward to it. One person asked me if anybody told me that I sound just like John Goodman. No. No, never. And the other person said that they thought I was, they actually really thought that I was Jeff Bridges when I was doing one of my updates. They thought, oh, it's Jeff Bridges doing an update. So, I don't know what to tell you. I don't think I sound like either one of them. But you can be the judge. I'm fairly confident I do not. I do have a cold right now, which may make me sound more like John Goodman than normally. But I've never been accused of sounding like John Goodman, ever. Okay, let's see what we got here. Well, just what I was hoping for. In case you're wondering on these, at least on this particular one, there are two different discs, CDs, Blu-rays. One for Sling Blade and one for Monsters Ball. And I actually think the artwork on those are pretty nice. I do tend to like these when they have artwork on them as opposed to just silvery looking with the writing. So, and I don't know about you guys, but I'm fairly anal in that when I put them away, or even when I first open them up to decide, what I'm going to play, if it's a multi-disc thing, I always have to put them like that. I don't know. It's part of the collecting thing, I think. Anyway, great deal then for $6.99. That essentially works out to be about $3.50 a disc. Next is one I picked up for $5, $4.99 actually, on Blu-ray. I didn't own this one. I own all the other ones. Well, I own almost all the other ones. You'll see in a minute what I mean. But I picked up the Final Frontier Star Trek on Blu-ray. This is the one that deals with the Vulcan that Spock knows from someplace, well, Vulcan, someplace in history. It's yeah, the dude there in the back. Yeah, and yeah, he is taking them to try to find God. He's convinced he's going to be able to find God. So that's the general plot. And he kidnaps the Enterprise to try to do that. And of course, Spock and the crew are relatively helpless for a bunch of reasons. And then secondly, the Undiscovered Country I picked up also for $4.99. And these will supplement. What I have right now is the 3 Blu-ray set of the. Let's see. It's the Wrath of Khan, The Search for Spock, and what's the third one called? The Voyage Home. So I have those 3, which to my mind are the best 3 of the Star Trek films. But I also picked up 5 and 6 here. So I have 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. 6 was the last one, The Undiscovered Country, which is a great film, by the way. That one deals with a Klingon who is killed, a Klingon emissary, something along those lines, diplomat, and Kirk is blamed for the murder. I believe it's Kirk. Anyway, those 2 are really good films, I think. You know, glad to pick them up for $5 each. If you like Star Trek at all, you don't have the. By the way, here's what the sides look like. They make a nice addition to the 3 I already have. Then, my wife wanted this one. She wanted to see this. Comes with the Blu-ray, DVD, digital copy, plus the ultraviolet. It was $19.99 on sale, and I picked it up for $14.99. And you know, I always think it's a good deal when you get the Blu-ray, the DVD, the digital copy, and the ultraviolet. I've actually purchased quite a few 3D Blu-rays. Believe it or not, I've sold them for like $20, just the 3D disc itself, in like a hard case, in like a CD case, on eBay, and I only paid maybe $25 for all the movies, and I get to keep the case and the nice 3D stuff with it and everything. So my thought process here is I could probably sell the DVD for $5 or something on eBay, make my net cost about $9.99 for this one. Keep it down there, Daniel. Next up is the package I got from Amazon today in the mail. Pretty happy about this one. You know, I'm a big fan. Whenever you hear a big fan, well, when I say big fan, I'm usually talking about music. I'm not usually talking about an actor or actress. I have a few that I'm a big fan of, but mostly I'm talking about music. And this one I'm really excited for. I'm going to open it up here too for you. I saw this on, I guess it was Showtime or something. They had it on recently on one of the pay-per-view channels, or one of the paid channels that we get. And it's the history of the Eagles 2 Blu-ray set. The first Blu-ray chronicles their formation. And they formed really kind of out of the offshoots of the Linda Ronstadt band. Henley and Fry were in that band, along with probably Felder, I believe. No, not Felder. Not Meisner. Maybe Bernie Leadon. Anyway, Bernie Ledden. I never did know how to pronounce his name. So they formed out of the remnants of the Linda Ronstadt band. They asked permission if they could leave her band, and she very, very agreeably said okay. And they, of course, went on to form then the Eagles. So I'm going to pop this open. There's a bunch of stuff on here. I don't know if you can read this if I bring it closer, but I'm going to give it a shot here. 4 hours of never before seen footage from the past 40 years. There's a bonus disc of previously unreleased concert stuff from the Eagles Live in 1977, Cap Center. Let me pop this one open and see what we're dealing with here. It's obviously some sort of a digipack. I have not seen any openings on this one yet. It did come out yesterday. Amazon got it to me today, which I'm alright with, I guess. I usually like to get it on the same day as the release date, because I saw it at Best Buy and didn't buy it, obviously, because I had it coming. Thought it might be here at, or sometimes it actually gets here before if you're lucky. So, what do we got here? Well, we got a nice little, it opens up and here's the first thing you see when you open it. Pretty cool looking. Yeah, let's see here. Hope these discs aren't going anywhere. All right, there's the two, History of the Eagles, Part 1 and Part 2. Then over here is the Eagles from 1977. This was the Hotel California. They came out in 76, I think. So, Hotel California is on there. What do we got in here? Something for the farewell tour, which I have on. It's just an advert, as the Brits say, for the Farewell One tour live from Melbourne. It's a great thing. I have it on DVD. I heard it's not worth upgrading to Blu-ray, so I'm not going to. The only thing I would like is it would be on one disc that way versus the two, but I'm going to deal with it because it's really good quality on DVD. I can't see it getting much better on Blu-ray. Here's some pictures. All facets of the band and the various time frames that they existed. Yeah, Joe Walsh. Got it up here. And then it's the current version over here. Whoops, over here is the current version. That guy there was in Poco. Timothy B. Schmidt. And then kind of a cool picture there. Yeah. Not a ton of extras in this, but, 3 discs. The two, Part 1 and Part 2 of the band's history, with a lot of music on there, by the way. And then the second part, and then this has a nice backdrop of some sand here. Sand and sky. And I don't know how many songs are on. I heard a couple different things. I guess I'll find out. It says Eagles from the Capitol Center March, 1977. I heard it's only like 7 songs, which will be disappointing. But, it's like Hotel California, Wasted Time, New Kid in Town, probably Life in the Fast Lane. Probably mostly off of that album, but I don't know that. That's what I heard. So that's the history of the Eagles. Real happy to have it on Blu-ray. And last but not least, and I'll leave the rest of the time to talk about this because I love it. Picked it up. It was a $21.99. I think I picked it up with a $5 off deal, so I got it for $16.99. I think no, it was $24, and I got it for $19, something like that. I don't know. They price matched Amazon, whatever Amazon had it for. I got it at Best Buy, and they also took the $5 off, which they don't always do. Sometimes they're picky about it. But it's Badlands, Terrence Malick's first film, and a winner, Martin Sheen, Sissy Spacek, and others. But you know what? That's all you need to know. Martin Sheen, Sissy Spacek. Sort of narrated by Sissy Spacek, in a way. Martin Sheen is excellent in his role. And it's sort of based on a character, and I say a character, a real-life guy who was a character. Charles Starkweather, I believe was his name. He went off and killed, 7 or 8 people on a rampage back in the 50s for no apparently good reason other than he always thought of himself as kind of a bad guy. And sort of the same thing happens with Martin Sheen. But it's just a really interesting movie. I really liked it, and the extras on this are quite good because they actually interview Martin Sheen and Sissy Spacek like today, within the last couple of years anyway. Looking back on this movie, Martin Sheen said he actually cried when he read the part because he was kind of a new actor, hadn't really done anything yet, and he was offered this part. When he read it, he thought, wow, this is the part of a lifetime. Here's like my first major role, and it's the part of a lifetime. And in many ways, it was for him. I'm going to give you a quick look at the inside. The disc is actually my player, which is kind of cool because you can see Sissy Spacek's sort of their reflection. And then Martin Sheen over here. Of course, it's a Criterion, so you always get a nice booklet. And this is no exception. There's Sissy Spacek in the younger days. And here's a quick peek here. It's a couple things for the book. Yeah, great movie. Really well done. Can't say enough about it. Badlands. All right, guys, that's it for now. Take care.